I suffered this ailment, brain stroke, a few days back, and you know what? Actually, of course, I would not want anybody to suffer this thing because it's not a happy thing. Of course, it's not happy, but there are certain things we have to go through because maybe my structure, my physiognomy doesn't support many things. So I might have fever which you other people might not have. I might have catch a cold which other people might not have. So if I catch a cold, I have to live with it, and I feel it's one life and one chance to live. So why not use it up, exploit the whole thing, live king size.
Hello, this is Dr. Kaushik Sundar, stroke and interventional neurologist at RN Tagore Hospital, Kolkata. Today, I sit before you to talk about another awareness video on stroke. But this particular awareness video is different because, like you, I have also learned something from this particular patient whom we have seen in this video footage. And it's not just two things that I majorly learned from this person. And one was how to identify and respond to stroke as a patient or a relative. And second is about the outlook towards life after his stroke.
Hi, I am Suman Choudhary from Calcutta. By profession, I'm a painter. I'm a freelance painter right now. I have been in service a few years back, but presently I'm a visiting faculty to National Institute of Design, visiting artist to IIT, a few IITs, and enjoying myself in Calcutta. Few days back, I had this problem of this stroke, brain stroke. You know what happened after dinner? It was a bit late, around 11 past. I don't remember the exact time. So I could feel a tingling feeling in my hand, a bit of numbness. So usually what I do, if I have a head drilling or something, I always try to be safe first. I try to, wherever I am, I remember myself sitting on the corner of a footpath in case I fall and hurt myself. So what I did, I put some pillow at the back and sat on the bed, and I could feel my right leg and right hand becoming numb slowly. So I have a friend who is a senior cardiologist in RN Tagore, Calcutta, Mr. Dr. Debobruto Roy. So I called him up. Dr. Roy immediately told me, go and get admitted under Dr. Kaushik Sundar. He is in RNT, he is a neurologist. That I'm having most probably I'm having a brain stroke. Next thing that came to my mind, I could feel that the right side was more or less completely numb, 90%. So next thing struck me, if more numbness comes over the body, I had to go to the toilet. I might mess up my bed, which I didn't want to do because somebody has to clean it. So I told my wife, get some container. I have to pee out here. So I emptied my bowel and whatever, peed in that container and went to RN Tagore, and they were very fast, everything. I was lucky to be there on time. The medication started on time, doctors were there, and usually everybody doesn't get this facility of doing all the things on time. Doing the things on time is very crucial in many places.
The gentleman that you saw in the video had suffered a stroke at home, and he immediately realized that he had a stroke, and he could instruct his family members saying that, look, my right hand and my right legs are not going to work properly, so quickly rush me to the hospital. And he also gave them specific instructions as how to hold him, how he immediately put himself on the bed so that he doesn't get injured. And the entire family was alert to this, and he came to the hospital on time. And because he was able to come to the hospital on time, we could treat him well, and today he is almost normal. The reason why I'm saying he's almost normal is because he's a very successful and fantastically gifted artist. And for somebody who's into performing arts or visual arts or whatever you call it, those fine movements on the hand are very important. And many a times I've seen patients getting dejected that they have lost their ability to do what they have done.
So, when the stroke happened, it's like something, if I am holding a lot of things in my right hand and I have to get something from the cupboard, I can't use my right hand. I will use the second best option. I'll use my left hand. If I am holding many things in both the hands, I'll ask someone else. So why not? Why don't we look at it like this? Because I won't be, even if I cry, I shout, I can't change this. This will take its own time to cure. To get well, I have to undergo a process of physiotherapy and listen to the doctors, take medicines, and depends on how much the intensity of the stroke was. Accordingly, I'll improve. But before that, is it the end of the life? No, no way. I mean, till the time I have undergone 2 operations. I mean, many people have undergone operations, much more serious operations than me. But I had the experience of experiencing one open heart, one CABG. And I have realized that as long as I am alive, it's a blessing. Being alive, we take life for granted, which is not true. I mean, after my second operation, when the consciousness came, it comes like a bulb actually.
And this is where the second lesson in life came to me. This gentleman looked at the stroke in a very positive experience. And he said that, the stroke has taught me something new, doc. And I'm now able to do my brushing and my artistic work in a different way. And this has added more meaning to my life. Now, as a patient, if there is a positive outlook to some disability that you get, that helps you recover faster. No medicine, no surgery, no procedure can bring out a positive outlook that is there in your heart. That has to come from you. We can support as doctors or rehabilitation specialists, we can support you when you are having a positive outlook, but that has to come from you. And mind you, this gentleman, the moment he went home, in a week's time, he started doing his work in a completely different way. In fact, that's an understatement. He started drawing when he was in the ward itself. But in a week's time, he started improving. And now if somebody looks at him, probably you will not even realize that he had a stroke.
I can't move my legs. I can't say anything because I was under a heavy sedation or whatever. But I could hear things. And trust me, I was the happiest. That was the happiest moment when I realized I am alive. Being alive is such a thing. It's such a blessing, and we are fighting. We are alive. We are fighting against so many odds and living here. I mean, maybe out of millions of odds, I am talking today out here. So it's a chance I have. It's a blessing. Divine or not divine, God or no God, doesn't matter. That I am alive. That tomorrow there will be a sunrise. It will be for me. I'll enjoy it. I might sound mad, but I see life after the second operation. I see life like this. When I wake up in the morning, early morning, I go to the toilet. I look at myself and smile. If I have a headache, I feel bad. Of course, I feel bad, but I'm alive. That is why that ache I can feel. So everything has a positive side. So when I had the stroke, do you think I was very happy? No, I was not happy at all. But somehow I was cool. I was able to see what is happening to me, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing of my parents, good wishes of my friends, that I could decide what is the second best option. How can I be happy? So that is very important. How can you be happy is your discretion. No one else can tell you. How I can be happy? If I steal the mango from the next door's tree, if it makes me happy, I'll do it. I'm not harming him. One mango, fine, chori kar lete hain. So what is the big deal in it? I'm on the way of recovery. I'm doing better. I can move my hands, my leg. Of course, there is a odd feeling. It's not properly coordinated yet, but I know I'll do better than this, because when I was a kid, I learned how to use my muscle, how to move my hand. I didn't know a thing. My brain is mature now. When I am learning for the second time, I can do better than a kid, and I'll do better than a kid.
So these are the two lessons that I learned from my patient. And that is one, please reach the hospital on time so that we can all help you. And second, even if you have a stroke, don't worry. We are there and you should have a positive outlook towards the stroke so that the treatment that we give and the rehabilitation measures that we give help you. Thank you so much.